All right, y'all. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We are here. Boruto episode 169. It was another little cakewalk episode, but I'm just proud to see that we got Shikadai in the mix today. And that's one of the things I've been asking for. And it looks like, based on the preview of what we saw, he's gonna be training with Boruto. And now we get two geniuses in the mix. And let's get it on. Let me just tell you how this thing goes. So this is not necessarily an in-depth review or anything like that. This is more of a reaction / discussion. And how I do this is I go through a list of things sequentially based upon how the episode rolled out. So it's not necessarily pros and cons. It's just things that popped into my head as the episode rolled out. So let's begin with number one, my niggas. And I did it. See, look, what I was trying to do was, I was trying not to cuss within that first 30 seconds. I heard that shit was crucial, but now we back to the motherfucking realness. All right, dog. So let's open this shit the fuck up with number one. So why is yeah, so like, look, bro. So he's training, right? And I'm just wondering myself, why is Boruto's Rasengan suddenly unimpressive to Kakashi, right? Because like in the last episode, it was like, okay, we're going to train, we're going to add this nature. Maybe that's what it was. The fact that he picked up a change in nature, sorry for the spit, so quickly, maybe that's what shocked Kakashi, right? And then he even fucked up the rock. And now all of a sudden he could only put dents in a rock. Like he slashed a whole stone the last time we seen the shit. And now all of a sudden he's just pussy. It just didn't really make too much sense. The only thing I could really think of is that they're trying to buy some time for the narrative to just roll out, you know, let him train, let him struggle a little bit more so he doesn't seem like he's just fast pacing through all this shit. Kind of like the manga, whereas in the, it just doesn't make now that I think about the manga, because it seems like the Rasengan is enough for Boruto in the manga after he just because like the manga, he just, like, it just keeps going and going and going. One thing after another just keeps happening. But let's get on to point two. Now, after we see Boruto struggle with this Rasengan and shit, Kakashi's talking that shit like, bruh, you're not gonna get it unless you can fucking move mountains or some shit, my nigga. But we get right into the lab scene. That's like the very next thing that happens. We're back at the fucking lab. And of course, bruh, they had us let it get a little taste of the bad bitches. See, they don't just, the thing about this anime, bruh, and I already said it last episode, bad bitches, but they don't give you the bad bitch and then let you forget about her, bruh. They give you the bad bitch and then reel her back in. So we got to see my bitch again, and we learned some things about her, that she is an outer as well. Which moves me to point three. I totally forgot about Mujino and Konohamaru being on a mission. When I seen the bad bitch, I seen the bad bitch. I was like, oh shit, they at the lab, okay. And then all of a sudden they're like, Mujino and Konohamaru come out the fucking cut, and they say something that's very interesting, which made me think, how long have they even been on this mission? Because there was a body being taken to another area of the lab, and Mujino specifically says, yo, this is like the 5th dude this week that they brought back there. And then yeah, dog, so have y'all been there for over a week or just a week? It's kind of crazy that they've been sneaking around for that long. And they also say, Lord have mercy. They also say, all right, so 5 people have been gone to this secret area, and then 0 have came back. So they're either dead or dying or something being experimented on, and those are failing. Something's going on or some shit. We also see in point 4, now we're talking about the outer members. We see that scientist from the Land of Stone, where he was making that fucking puppet, where Mitsuki almost went rogue and shit. He was on his little Sasuke Uchiha shit. He was trying to find himself. And yeah, that little cockeyed motherfucker with the fucking crazy ass afro, we see him again. And then they say that he's an outer. So this is my 5th point, the outers. See, at this point, the word outer, it's starting to be a little bit watered down to me. I get that they're the Kara organization and they're trying to, make it seem like this crazy elaborate thing that we don't know who's in and who's out. But at this point, it's kind of like the word outer just means disposable or just unimportant. It's just because it's like these are just other characters, bruh. There hasn't really been an outer yet that we could really give a fuck about. They all just look like they work. They're just workers, They don't really seem so essential. Not yet, If you read the manga, you already know a little something. But at the same time, even then, it's like the outers are just, I don't know, bro. They're just like, they don't seem that important, although they are connected to this big, organization. And I don't know if that's because I read the manga. Maybe if I was an anime only viewer, maybe I would be more attracted to the idea of like these outers type things. But like I said, bro, it's just like when it comes to that situation, it's kind of watered down to me at this point. I mean, I get it. They got roles, they're doing their thing, but you know, it doesn't make me more curious about this organization. And maybe because I kind of know what's going down, but like with the knowledge that I do have about the anime and the manga, it's not doing it for me. Although the story is good, that's not gonna fucking take anything away from the story. It's just kind of like, they don't have to be, I don't know, man. Maybe they just want to build this type of hierarchy within the organization. That makes sense. But like I said, it's like, all right, bro. Like, not everybody doesn't have to be an outer, dog. Like, everybody doesn't have to be an outer, my nigga. And then point 6, my young nigga Shikadai. Like I said, that's my nigga, bro. He's another genius who I think is underrated. I talked to my boy Omar. I texted him and said, bro, I hope they don't do Shikadai how they do my nigga Neji. And with that, I mean, because Shikadai is a character with so much potential and shit. And Neji was that too, back in the Naruto Shippuden, and well, more specifically in the Naruto days, like the early Naruto days where you watch Naruto and you see that nigga Neji and you're like, yo, bro, this nigga gonna be nice when he grow up. And then you know what happens. So I don't want them to be, I'm not saying Shikadai might die or some shit, but it's just like, if you have a character with that much ability and that much potential, please, like, show him a little bit more, bro. Like, let him be a part of the universe as much as fucking, like, Gaara was in Shippuden and Naruto. Like, Gaara is pretty much a day one character. Like, we know so much about Gaara. Let that be Shikadai for us, you know? Because we don't really, we know Shinki exists, and he was in this episode too, but like, I'd rather have Shikadai play that Gaara-like role in this series. Like, I want to see more Shikadai. I think he could be Hokage, bruh. I think he could be Hokage. I know Sarada has dreams, you know, young nigga dreams, but I'd rather see my nigga Shikadai. And on to point 7. So Kakashi says, or actually, no, this is Shikamaru now talking to Boruto as he's training. And Boruto says to Shikadai, like, yo, man, Kakashi said I reached my limit, you know? And this makes me think, okay, well, this is the big difference between him and Naruto, Boruto and Naruto. And Kakashi explained this too. It's like, you know, Naruto has the 9 tails, bro. So his chakra is something different. It's something like unicorn-like, bro. Like, no one's gonna be able to have that. You know, that's why he can have so many fucking shadow clones. That's why he's so fucking powerful. And this is an interesting side of the Boruto anime and the Boruto manga itself, because now we have limitations on the character who's been criticized as being someone who learns too fast or is too just good. Motherfucker, he a genius, bruh. Stop hating on my nigga Boruto, bruh. Wait till the nigga turns 16 and he really starts stunting on you bitch niggas, bruh. Stop fucking hating, dog. And, but my thing is this. Will this be where the ninja tech comes in? Will this be where he relies more on the technology that is now available in this universe as opposed to what his father had, just like being a Jinchuriki, being a host of the 9 tails type shit? You know, like maybe this era will be his advantage as opposed to what's within him and himself. And we already know he's a genius, but now he, you know, let my nigga have some ninja tech. See, and I also said this too. Let Metal Lee get some ninja tech. Give my nigga Guy, not Mike Guy, no, Mike Guy. Can Mike Guy walk? Rock Lee still has his leg. I haven't even seen Rock Lee, bro. Where the fuck is Rock Lee, bro? Give Mike Guy his fucking legs back. Where the fuck is Rock Lee? And let Metal Lee do his thing, bro. Give my nigga Metal Lee some fucking, cause like imagine Metal Lee with some taijutsu and ninja tech. Like now he could do ninjutsu. So it's like, come on, bro. Best of both worlds. And where we at? All right, so now they're starting to talk about our point 8. So Shikadai is now being summoned to be on a top secret mission. He's gonna take Ino, I don't even know that motherfucker's name, the motherfucker who could paint, and Chojo. And my whole thing about this shit is I don't want Chojo on a fucking top secret mission, bro. She hasn't proved her worth to me. Shout out to my nigga Black Uchiha 3. I know that's his baby boo. I ain't seen them pictures of her being adult butterfly form. I'm gonna look them shits up and then maybe I'll have a second opinion on her. But yeah, she ain't for me, bruh. That ain't me, bruh. That ain't for me, dog. But on to point 9. So the training apparently isn't going well, which kind of seems wishy-washy to me. So Shikadai and his team are all talking. They're discussing on this train on the way to the land of wind. And they're saying, yeah, Boruto's training isn't going too well. Neither is Sarada's. Like, they're both struggling. But the thing is, like, dog, it's only been a week. And you would assume, like, the beginning phases of training, they're not going to be doing too well, right? It's a process. And at the same time, I say wishy-washy because it seems as if the last episode, they were making efforts. They were, like, striving. They were doing good. They were moving to the next step of whatever the fuck, was to be. Now, all of a sudden, they're struggling. So it's kind of like another thing that I'm saying, like another example of maybe this is just to help the narrative build a little bit more. Let's just put a pause on them right quick. Let's just, keep them training for a while. Let's let them struggle, quote unquote. And by struggle, I just mean buy time. Let's buy time for the anime to build up. Let's do some more world building. Let's just do some more storyline and this, and that. Which is all right, because we get to see Shikadai, right? I want some Metal Lee, though, dog. Where's Rock Lee at, my nigga? And who's Rock Lee bad bitch? I know Rock Lee got a bad bitch. He had to have a bad bitch. See, my dream was Rock Lee to pipe down Hanabi and Rock Lee. Imagine that taijutsu, bruh. Imagine that fucking taijutsu, dog. That nigga will put hands on everybody. And I hope it would be a boy, because I'm not trying to be sexist. Like, Sarada's draw. Sarada's, like, the only female character that I really fuck with that I could really remember. And then if you guys ever see, like, this is totally off the fucking point, but Flashpoint, like the Flash movie, that Wonder Woman, I'll drop my notes, my niggas. But that version of Wonder Woman, when she was just hardcore killing motherfuckers, that was another female character that I like. But for the most part, these bitches be too in love. These bitches just be fucking in the way all the damn time. Sarada defeats that point of view. But like, I feel like Hanabi mixed with Rock Lee, they would have a bad motherfucker, dog. That would be Neji 5.0 right there, my nigga. That nigga will put hands on fucking anybody. And on to point 10. Now, Deepa and his transition. Now, when we were first introduced, because like at this point we see Deepa again, and he's in this diner, and he seems disappointed in his meal that he's eating. But I want to talk about his transition from where we first met Deepa, because when we first met Deepa, he was just this huge question mark. It's like, okay, well, this is the new inner member. This is the anime exclusive dude. So we're looking at him like, we're sucking our teeth. We're like, come on, dog, prove something to us. And this nigga's wearing crop tops and shit. This nigga has a little haircut and shit. And we're waiting for him to like prove himself to us. And every time we see him, it's like a little tease. It's like, okay, well, he killed these dudes, but we didn't get to see how. We didn't get to see what when he's like in the castle and shit, fucking up the looters. And like every fight scene, it was just him walking, and then the camera would be this way, he's over there, and he walks away, and then now there's just dead bodies, which we do get another taste of. But like now when we see Deepa, it's like, oh shit. Because after the fucking thugging we seen him do, because when I seen Deepa, when it transitioned to just Deepa, and all he was doing, because JoJo fat ass, she want to go eat and shit, and Deepa's just in there chilling, and when they cut to Deepa, just like, it's him, and I'm like, oh, fuck, like, damn, bro, I hope they don't run into this nigga. And then, they eventually do. Shikadai's looking at him like, oh, what the fuck? And then, like, because Shikadai's eyes, he's like blinking and shit, he's like, oh, he feels that presence, like, he senses that fucking chakra. It's like, it reminds me of when Kurama fucking said, like, when he first seen Sasuke, he was like, yo, nigga, like, this motherfucker chakra different. This nigga feel like Mamoru Uchiha walked up in this bitch, bro. What the fuck? It was like them type of vibes. And then Deepa's just looking at fucking Shikadai just, he's not even blinking, bro. I want to know why his eyes are red. Like, what's up with his fucking eyes, dog? He got eyes more red than a Jamaican, bro. Let's see. Now, we talked about Deepa in his transition. This is point 11. I think I'm almost done with this video, bro. Point 11, Shikadai and Shinki, they kind of have this alpha moment with each other, but they settle the beef. It kind of seemed like, yo, who's going to be in charge? It's me, right? No, it's you. It's me. What's it going to do? Like, I was like, uh-oh, what the fuck? These guys, are they going to collaborate? And someone pointed out to me, because I didn't really connect the dots, but they're kind of like cousins, right? I mean, I think Shinki's adopted, but, do you think Shinki would go rogue? Do you think, because I know there's like this thing with motherfucking adopted characters in this bitch. Like Kabuto, Orochimaru's an orphan. Or I think they were both orphans, like their parents fucking died and shit. So maybe, one of Gaara dies. What if Guard dies and Shinki goes crazy on these niggas? But I feel like Shinki's not, like, his character isn't developed enough for anything like that to even happen. Like, it would have to be fucking years later for some crazy shit. I hope Boruto never ends, dog. Keep this shit going, dog. I hope Boruto has kids, and I hope this shit just never stops. But yeah, they had their little alpha moment, but it's quickly settled. It didn't go nowhere. And then Deepa. So, point 12, Deepa's power continues to impress me, bruh. However, he is fighting children at this point. We haven't seen him go up against like a Sasuke. We haven't seen him go up against a Naruto. We haven't seen him go. Konohamaru will get that work. We all know Konohamaru. I don't know why, but like, he's supposed to be raw. He's like, if I'm Boruto, I want a new sensei, bruh. Like, Konohamaru, I seen your ass get whooped too many fucking times for me to look up to you. If I'm Boruto, that's my thinking. I'm like, dog, you get your ass whooped constantly, dog. I need something else, dog. Sasuke, Kakashi, give my nigga Mike Guy some motherfucking legs, dog. Something. And now we're at this point 13. Now at this point, Shinki has like his iron sand blocking everybody. Deepa's just hitting niggas with pellets. They're fucking breaking through and shit. And then he does this thing where he slows them down, and I guess he builds more pressure, and then he shoots it. And like all of Shinki's team, everyone except for Shinki gets took out. And this makes me think, this is my point 13. Fuck whatever Sarada is getting hit by, because this shit is something else. Like, Sarada's going through training, Sasuke's hitting her with some, little pellets, I guess to mimic what she's gonna experience in the future if you have a rematch with Deepa again. But fuck that shit, dog, because if she were to see Deepa again, she would say, fuck this shit, I quit, dog. Like, fuck this Sharingan training, I'm out. Because Deepa also does this thing, and this shit takes out Shinki. Like, he gets on his knees and shit, and like, he does a double fist. He does a double fist and shoots like this extra missile type shit and fucks him up. Takes out all his sand. I feel like it fucks, like, it just diminishes his chakra, because all his sand just kind of shreds and falls on the ground, like in a little puddle next to him. But this also, we see like a little weakness in Deepa, like his hands start to smoke. So it's kind of like, oh, did he reach his limit? And if you read the manga, very shortly, something's going to be dropped that's going to maybe connect to Deepa and his smoking hands, right? Because if you think about his body and just, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think they really hinted to it, but I'm not going to say shit. But, like, if you read the manga, you kind of know, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's going to come soon. It's coming very fucking soon, I could tell. And point 15, Deepa walks away without the puppet. He gets hit with the fucking, like, Shinki uses his last bit of chakra, I'm assuming, to say, yo, fuck this, you're not going to take that puppet, dog. My mission is my mission. I respect him for this. He fucking makes a spear, shoots Deepa in the back, and I'm thinking, oh, this fucking dumb fuck. Like, it's not going to do shit for him, because I feel like he hit him right in the metal plate. And this also makes me think, okay, Deepa has reached his limit, because he's not going to turn around and kill these motherfuckers. His hands were smoking. He's like, you know what, bruh? I ain't got it in me right now. I'm gonna walk away while these guys are still intimidated of me. These little ass kids, nigga. These niggas ain't got no fucking experience. They didn't really connect the dots. And it's like, bro, he totally left his mission right there. Like, his mission was the puppet. You would think Shikadai would have said something, but maybe he's just at the point where he's looking around. His team is fucked up. I don't think he used too much chakra, because maybe he's just not too skilled in actual fighting. He's just more of a tactician. He's more of a, in the back, like a ranged fighter. Because all he really did hit him with was a shadow paralysis, and that was about it. But I'm gonna end this shit here. This is a long ass video, bruh. 18 minutes almost. I would like to say thank you. Shout out to all my fucking Boruto creators. Shout out to all my Boruto fans. Shout out to all my motherfucking Boruto content creators. I mean, Boruto creators as well. Shit, I woke up this morning, not really wanting to wake up this morning. Then I remembered, dog, it's Sunday. Dog, it's Boruto day. Happy motherfucking Sunday to my niggas, bruh. And now I'm on to just the rest of my day. Man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I had to go see my brother. That nigga live in Santa fucking Rosa, dog. I do not want to live in, I don't want to move. I don't want to drive my car to Santa Rosa. I live in the fucking Bay Area. That shit's so fucking far. He wants me to come over and watch these fucking weak-ass Niners play. I'd rather just, do my thing. I'd rather fucking read a book. I'd rather fucking, do my writing, do some more something stretching, some yoga, some fucking shit. But, family is family. Got to see my nigga. He invited me like 3 fucking times. So I gotta just go, cause if he invited me so many fucking times, it's like, yo, is something up with you, bruh? Like, you need some help, my nigga? Like, what's good, bro? So I'm gonna go see my nigga. Happy Sunday, y'all. Peace.